Reserve where it does for like 99.
All right. This video, yeah, I'm actually got something on my mind about memories from the past. Like it's a lot of things that I did. Like when it comes to a lot of things, I have a real good memory. When it comes to a lot of things, I have a real good memory. And then um, when it comes to maybe certain things, every once in a while, you know, you tend to forget it. But the thing about me is when you know in your past, everybody got a past. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got a past. Something they got things in their life that they not proud of that they did that they don't want nobody to. We all do. You know what I mean? We some things so terrible terrible we don't want to even like. Oh man, you know I don't even want to even. It's terrible. When you think about it. You know what I mean? But the reality of it is, it is what it is. Because a lot of us we do bring up memories from the past. You know what I'm saying? Past things that have happened in the past and stuff like that. And I find myself even in my 40s. I'm in my 40s, and I'm still working hard to even make changes in my life. You know, everything. It's not easy. It's not easy living amongst people, and you know what I mean. And admitting a fault. That's a hard pill to swallow for the most part. The reality of it is, it's a hard pill to swallow. But you got to take the courage and be that man and be that woman and be like, well, it is what it is. Face it. Face those fears. Face that. It's a true record. You see what I'm saying? It's a true record. And even though it may knock you down to the core of your spirit, it is what it is. You can't get around it. It is what it is. Accept it, embrace it. It happened. Ain't nothing nobody can do. You can't go back. None of us can go back and change what I undo wasn't what was done. Whatever you say, you can't take it back. You can't take it back. Once it enter out of our mouths, my mouth, that's it. Ain't nothing we can do. It happened. The whole world saw it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You can't take it. We can't take that stuff back. You know. And the best thing I would say, for the most part, what do you want? What kind of legacy, uh, example do you want to leave when you leave the earth? You know what I mean? Do you want to say that you got out and you helped a lot of people or whatever? What would your other people have to say if they had to say something good or bad? What do you think they would say about you? Do you feel like they'll say that these people was I liked these people and I liked it to see these people come around or whatever? I loved it to see these people come around. But would that other person be able to say the other thing around? Like, man, I hate to see him coming. It's bad when people hate to see you coming. You know what I mean? It's bad. It's really bad when people hate to see you coming. See, the thing about the truth, it eats you, it shames you, and which it's supposed to. You see what I'm saying? It's supposed to do the same for me. It's supposed to do the same for you. You see what I'm saying? If you done something, everybody got, like I said, everybody got a past. And ain't nobody that don't have nothing that they done that they ain't proud of. Everybody got something that a decision that they made that they not proud of, which was a bad decision. Everybody do. So everybody is not exempt from making a mistake. They're not exempt from it. They all have made that. They all have made. Some of us have made willful mistakes. Not willful. We have committed and done things willfully. We know that wasn't right. You see what I'm saying? We know it wasn't right. A lot, like for example, we know in the Bible it says, "Don't commit fornication, don't steal, thou shalt not do all these things." Everybody, the average person, knows right from wrong. They do. We know when we doing right, and we know when we doing wrong. You see what I'm saying? Because your conscience gonna tell you when you're doing right and wrong, and that's just the bottom line. I don't care who they are. You know what I mean? Everybody know it's wrong to take something. Everybody do. All our people, they do. They know it's wrong to go and take something from somebody. It's wrong to take and go and rob a man or woman for their money. It's wrong to do that. You see what I'm saying? They may not have a full, even a child would know that. Not to, if you go and you take somebody's money or you take somebody's good, break in their house, steal their stuff, steal their goods or whatever, even a little child, they'll know that's wrong and never heard nothing about the Bible. But it's something in they in their spirit man gonna say, you know what, come something, just something about this ain't right. You know what I mean? Even a little child, they gonna know. If you're doing something to a child or whatever, and it ain't right. It's something going. They may not be able to say word for word that the Bible said this is immoral, this is unacceptable to the Most High God, this is unacceptable, and all that kind of stuff. It's, you know what I mean? Just like a lot, we're not that knowledgeable, and we are smart, but there's a lot of things we don't know. But just because there's a lot of things we don't know, common sense, certain things, when you look, when you do something bad, you're gonna know because your conscience gonna tell you when you done did something bad. Your conscience is gonna speak to you some kind of way. You're gonna have some kind of regret or remorse. Something, if you don't feel nothing, then something ain't right somewhere. You know, some people just don't feel it. You know what I mean? But you're gonna feel some type of way. If you are a real human being, you're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna feel something. If you done something wrong, you're gonna feel that man, I should have made an apology to this person. I know that I went and took this person's camera, I stole it, and you know I shouldn't have kept that. Wasn't right. You know, because I think about it like this here. You know, I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. You know what I mean? Like, man, you know what? This ain't right. This ain't right. Go take that back. Go take it back. Go make an apology. But if you can sit in your house and you can take somebody's goods and just come home and lay down and just not even feel, if you don't feel like that you don't owe them an apology, then you in bad shape because you delusion at that point. But if you've done something, like I said, again, I repeat, if you've done something wrong to somebody or whatever, your spirit man gonna let you know when you done something wrong. Even a little child, 5 or 6 years old, if they go in the store and they take something, 9 chances out of 10, they know they done did wrong. They know it. Even children know when they do wrong. Children know that. A lot of people will say, "Oh, they just a baby." No, everybody know when they do something wrong. If you hit a child, if another child hit another child, and that child cries, that child may not be able to quote it word for word from the book, or quote it word for word from the Bible, or book, or law, or whatever that it's wrong to do it. But something within them gonna say something is not right about what just happened. You see what I'm saying? Something about this is just not cool. It's not right. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? The bottom line is the average person know when they done something wrong. They know it. Even to a degree, animals have that instinct when they done something wrong. They know it. They do. Because have you noticed that when people do something wrong, they can't really look at you straight? They kind of like look away and be talking and stuff like that. They know it's something in them. It's a sense letting them know that they've done something wrong. You know when you're doing wrong. Even a child, I don't care if he 5, 6, 7, and 8 years old. They know when they done did wrong. They do. Some of them, when they, you know what? Let me tell you something. When a person does something wrong, a lot of them feel remorse in different ways. Some of them will have their head held down. Some kids will even start crying. Some of them start crying. And usually when they start crying, usually that be a sign or indication that they know that they had done something wrong. But they trying to cry to manipulate the situation to make you think otherwise that you've done them wrong. But in real reality, they really be crying because of guilt because they know they did something wrong. Children are like that. Don't let nobody fool you now. Children is not dumb. They not dumb. They not as dumb as people think they are. They not. Children know full grown well when they done something wrong. They know it. Because either they're gonna cry or either they're gonna be more sassier or they're gonna try to lie their way out of it. That's what they're gonna do. So don't let that fool you because the children today are more and they very intellect. They ain't stupid now from a long shot. They'll pull the wool over your eyes in a minute. They will. So my point is, when you do something wrong, when we do something wrong, we all of us we feel guilty. If you got any kind of type of human in you, you're gonna feel some type of something what you did. If you go, for example, I go out there, call myself trying to hurt somebody for no reason, that person ain't did me nothing or whatever. But in some instance, I'm gonna feel some kind of regret about what I did. You're gonna feel some regret about what you did if you is a real person of God, you is. Because only the most high God can put that spirit in a person to make them to allow them is to know what they have done was wrong. Have you ever heard people say, if you have no conscience, then something that's the old saying. If your conscience doesn't bother you, you in trouble. Or some people they'll say some people just ain't got no conscience of what they do. That's the old way of saying. But really, a lot of people when they do stuff, their conscience is sealed. That's another old saying. Their conscience is sealed. But if you do something and you don't feel no regret, if you go out there, if you can go out there and you can burn some people up in their house, come home, eat you a nice meal, and just lay down and you don't feel nothing about what you did, nothing at all, and still go about your daily tasks, eat, sleeping, and laughing and watching TV, then you are definitely delusional. You're definitely delusional. You know what I mean? And at that point, you know, then if you don't have no regrets of what you did, then something is wrong. You got to start questioning yourself. Some people, when they do something, some people is like this here. When they do something bad or when they do something wrong, a lot of them don't have no regrets. Some people is just made to not have regret. And when it's like that, they just totally just born for damnation. All I can say. But if you feel bad about what you, a remorse, a regret, or something of what you do or what you did, then you pretty much, if you ain't got no peace and you feel if it's like it's bothering you and you feel like you need to say something, let the person know, well, hey, look, I did this here and I'm trying to reconcile this thing and make it right or whatever. Then your heart is in a good spot because you feel some type of way about what you did. You feel some type of way based upon that decision you made. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because you may feel the remorse about the crying. I'm just saying, not always crying. Everybody have a different reaction when they have feel remorse. Some people, when they feel remorse, some of them will if you say something bad to somebody or say something that you know that may hurt that person's feelings or whatever. If you say something you know it hurt the person's feelings. Now, a lot of people will come and apologize in different ways. They'll come. Some people will come and they will like let you know through their actions, or they may go and just buy up a lot of gifts and go bring them to you and just say, I was impressed. It was upon my heart to get you this stuff. That's their way of making an apology to that person. Everybody apologize or make apologies and they do it, but they do it in different ways. It's the same remorse, it's the same hurt and feelings that you know that you had done something bad to that person. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You just express it in different ways. Some people express their sorrow through I'll give you a ride. Some people express their sorrow by cleaning up the person's house. Some people express their sorrow by just being in that person's presence and wanting to talk to that person. A lot of people have different ways of demonstrating that they're sorry, not in the same way that I would do it. It may be in a different, you may give yours through money. Some people give theirs through just buying a little simple gift. Some people may say they're sorry about washing dishes. Some people, the person's dishes. Some people may say that they're sorry by going to get the person a jug of water. People apologize in many different ways and not in the same way. But if you in any way feel a remorse, whether it's in any of those characteristics or whatever, then you're in a good spot because you have a chance, and that goes to show you that your spirit and heart is not delusion. You have gone to the point of no return. If you can hurt people and not feel no remorse, and you don't, and you feel like you can go to the point of no return without feeling remorse or without feeling regrets or whatever, and you going to the point of no return, then you in a hole, you in trouble really bad, you know. So we all got, everybody got something in their past that they're not proud of. And if you feel remorse about, or either just regret about what you do or whatever, then you in a good spot. You know, you're in a good spot. You know that. So that's the key word: feeling regret. You know what I mean? So if you did something or we did something wrong, the moral of this video is just take it is just say it is what it is. Face it. Face it. If you know what I mean, and that's what I'm doing. Face it. Face it. You know, or whatever. Face it. It is what it is. It ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. It is what it is. So I'm out. Peace and love to my people of color, and I'm out.